Hello everybody, welcome back to some more Luigi's Mansion. I'm Tyler.
I'm Jeff.
And I'm Josh.
And in this episode we're going to go to the upstairs, not the roof quite yet. We're actually nearing this area's end, even though we haven't caught that many boos and there's only 4 areas. I also didn't notice the golden mice until after I was walking away, so I missed quite a bit of money there. You're going to want to watch out for those guys because they explode, obviously, and that hurts you.
Yeah, even if you try to vacuum them up, they will still hurt you if you try to vacuum them up, so just avoid them.
Mm-hmm.
They're pretty much like one of the few invincible ghosts in this game.
Well, technically not invincible, but they just hurt you.
Oh yeah, because you can explode them, but they respawn right after, so...
Mm-hmm.
Well, aren't all the ghosts invincible, really?
Well, technically, yes. Dark Moon goes over that, and every ghost that you capture gets put inside this one little thing for their eternity until Luigi saves them. Ow.
Yeah. Oh, this room, I always forget to get the right element.
Yeah, you gotta get a nice element for that room, and I always do too. So I go down and get that. That room's technically optional, so you don't have to go in there, but if I'm going for all the boos that I can get, and by that I mean 100%, you're going to want to clear that room.
Oh yeah, because you can just go to the next room without even having to clear it, right?
Yeah,
like
they just give you money for that room.
Yeah. But you might as well just 100% this game because the game's so short anyways.
Yeah, this playthrough, I've probably stated this before in other recordings, this playthrough was my first time ever 100%ing this game by technicality. I don't count the A rank as 100%ing, but I was close enough to that. I also completely forget that I was going to clear the room, apparently. Sometimes to get the boos out into the open, you gotta shake these deer heads or something. I don't know what causes them to leave, but that's how it works for me all the time.
Yeah, the middle deer head.
Mm-hmm. Also, these boos are kind of new. Normally they're just dark blue, sort of dark blue. And I call them pounders, because they pound the ground and hurt you that way.
I think they have an official name. It's like smashers or pounders or something.
It's something like that, yeah. They're kind of annoying. But they're not too bad.
Yeah, it's just a matter of having the right element.
Mm-hmm. They're not all elemental, but we'll be seeing a lot of them in a few parts, I guess. Maybe not a few parts, maybe like 1 or 2, a couple parts.
Yeah.
I mean a lot of them. All over. I also show off that Luigi glitch, by the way.
What?
These green ghosts remind me of Slime from Ghostbusters.
Whenever I think of Slimer, I always think of that one guy from Casper.
What were those 3 guys' names? Was it Ski, Fatty, and Stretchy?
Yeah, it was something like that. Yeah, I think one of them... Yeah, we'll go with that. I like his uncles, except for in the sequel movie. That was about Christmas for some reason.
Oh, the CGI prequel or whatever.
Oh, that was prequel?
Was it? I think.
I have no idea. It was kind of meh.
Wait, you do get a key from this room.
I do?
Yeah.
Oh, to where?
To, the room, like, at the end of the hall, to get to Boolos's.
Oh, okay. I didn't know I completely forgot that the key was from this room.
See, I thought it was required, but I wasn't 100% sure, so I'm like, you said it was not required, so I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go with it. But...
Oh, I completely forgot that it was required. Whatever. We'll just do this room anyways, no matter what.
Yeah.
It's mandatory now, but I would have suggested it if you wanted money before.
Yep.
Basically, what you're going to want to do with this game is just get all the money you can, because that's the point of this game, is to rank up all the money you can, and save Mario.
Yeah, surprisingly, it's not a Wario game. But
Yeah, I think a Wario game was in the development during this game, though, as well. Like,
Wario World?
I think it was Wario World. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never actually played that game, though, and I've always wanted it, because it was on the demo disc of something I had. I think it was the Master Quest version of Ocarina of Time.
Same. I when I was a kid, I always wanted it, but I never got it. It wasn't on a demo disc, but I just saw it, like, advertised, and I really wanted it, but I never got it.
Right now I'm going back downstairs to get some water, and by the way, around these parts is when I decided to get lazy and not cut out anything. So I just go to the washroom on this floor, because that's where you'll get it the quickest. I think that's where I go. Those ghosts I never really bother with, because they're easy to dodge, and they're kind of a waste of a vacuum.
Yeah, they have 0 HP, so you just have to suck them up, and that's it.
They're easier than the boos, I think,
Yeah.
because of that fact.
Yeah. Well, of course they're easier than the boos. The boos have, like, a lot of health and go between rooms, so...
I guess, yeah. And especially later on in the game.
Oh, yeah.
With
That's
how much health the boos have.
Yeah.
You'll notice now that the boos have around 100 to 150 health around that range. But then you notice that later on in the game they get like 50 health and all that. Give me the heart.
So are we like halfway through the game now?
More than halfway,
yeah.
about 3/4 after this boss fight.
Okay.
Yeah, because there's
Well-
4 areas, and this is the end of area 3. This is the boss of area 3, so...
And as we can see, this boo radar is going haywire. And I got a copy of Pokemon
I
Emerald.
thought that was a
Yay.
root for a second.
You're gonna want to use as little water as you can here. By like, what I mean by that is just barely push down the L button. That way you'll get the most out of your water, and also try and do it with plants close together.
Yeah.
And I got a Ruby, a copy of Pokemon Ruby, and
Actually, there are some plants earlier in the game, like before you get the water element. And when you can, I suggest with the water element going back there, because you can also get you get money out of every plant in the whole game. So by watering every plant.
every plant that you water, yeah.
So I recommend doing that, because I remember there was one, like, to be specific, for a specific example, there's one in the room with the second portrait ghost, the mom. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Also, you're gonna want to stay as far away from the middle area here if you're gonna try and get all these plants, because you're gonna get stuck with the boss battle if you do it this
Yeah.
way. If you
The boss
walk
battle
up
triggers
to
in the
them.
middle of the arena, so or balcony.
And I'm pretty sure we destroyed that moon.
Oh yeah, it's back. Luigi's worse than Eggman in Sonic Adventure 2.
Actually, I heard that apparently there's an actual reason for why that moon keeps coming back.
It got officially, like, at Sonic Boom, someone asked one of the developers what happened to the moon, and
The game
the
director.
game director or whatever, and he said it's because like why the moon is always healed in every Sonic game past Adventure 2, and he said it's because you always see the good side of the moon in those games.
What?
I
Yeah.
don't know.
They basically we just get lucky and see the good part of the moon whenever we fight Eggman, and not the destroyed part.
Yeah.
So no one repaired it. It's still broken.
I'll have to double check this, but I always thought that we always see the same side of the moon because it rotates the same rate as the Earth or something.
Who knows? Maybe they were. From what I can tell, like even now, I'm just thinking they were just talking out of their ass there.
Yeah, definitely, but you know.
Whatever. Welcome to Area 3's boss fight. Boolasis, probably one of the hardest bosses in the PAL version of the Hidden Mansion.
Yeah, but we're not playing the PAL version of the Hidden Mansion. We're playing the NTSC version of the normal mansion, so it's not that hard.
It's still kind of
really
hard
hit or miss
and
for me
bullcrap.
because sometimes it can be really easy and sometimes it can be really hard. It's never just normal for me. It's always really easy or really hard. So basically what you have to do is you have to guide Boolasis into the horn of the unicorn, and then it splits off into all these different boos, and you have to use the ice element to freeze them and suck them up. If only getting boos like in the rooms normally was this easy, because it doesn't work. You can't ice element the regular boos that you find in rooms, so...
Actually, you can, it's just it doesn't work very well. It lowers their health,
Yeah,
but that's all it does.
Health. Well, that's what every elemental thing does to every ghost. Lowers the health.
One problem with this boss fight, though, that I have is that after a while, the boos start catching on. They're like, "Oh, maybe I should stay away from that ice," and then they then they just stop going towards you, and they run away whenever you have the ice out.
Yeah, that's why this boss is really easy or hard for me, because you gotta get lucky because if you get like a lot of boos like really fast, you can avoid that whole segment. Like, say if there's like 10 boos left and they're not smart enough to like start avoiding you a lot, and then you get all those 10 boos during that session of freezing, you can avoid that whole segment. So it's either really easy or really hard again, so yeah.
One thing I'd suggest doing here is if you can't get the boos at the right time, maybe try if you push down the left trigger all the way down really fast, Luigi will shoot it like an ice blast, like a shotgun blast. And it shoots straight, it shoots at the boos and it goes as far as it can. Like, it goes all the way off screen. So if you can do that, you can get the boos that way. But it's kind of hard to do, but it's efficient. Now to talk about the PAL version of this boss fight. How do you think about this fight, Jeff?
What would be different in the PAL version?
You see how we do this in the American version? Luigi has to go around with ice physics on his vacuum cleaner.
Yeah.
You're riding the poltergust, and it makes it a lot harder.
It sounds like it.
Yeah, but only on the Hidden Mansion hard version of the game, which you have to beat the normal version first. So in the PAL version, you do get to play the boss fight like this, but then you can also play it in a hard mode.
What's the deal with the unicorn?
It has something to... It's I don't know,
No,
aesthetics
the unicorn
maybe.
is used to break Boolasis into lots of boos with its horn.
Well, there's that, but I mean, like, other than that, like, its purpose in the real mansion part is just, there is no purpose.
Unless it has like
I
a
guess.
secret switch in it or something, I don't know.
Unless they go Resident Evil with it, yeah.
The real question is though, why is it ice?
Yeah, it's kind of weird how it's frozen.
I guess the
I
air
would
is
kind
that
of question
cold.
that. What I'm trying to do here is I'm just gonna push to the other side because maybe that'll make it easier. But it doesn't. And they all attack me at the same time, and that really didn't help. What you gotta do is when they attack you, you gotta pull out the ice as soon as that happens, or else you're not gonna get them.
And then quickly ice shot them. That's the only way to do it when there's only a few boos left.
Or else you're not gonna get them, which I'm betting the rest of this part's probably gonna be
Yeah, I was about to ask
rest
that,
of this
like,
boss fight.
Does it take you literally 4 more minutes to beat this?
Yeah, about 3 more minutes, and no, 2 minutes left And then there's the extra bonus stuff that we normally get. Vacuum up that boo. Okay, good.
Good pass,
Good
Tyler.
pass,
Good.
me. You did good. Because if you don't do that, you're gonna have a problem with that right there. Because as soon as they unfreeze, they're getting out of there, and you're gonna have to go through that whole process again. Now I only have one boo left, so it can't go back together in that big thing, big Boolossus thing. So now we just gotta wait for this boo to get to where it is. And I swear I had it there. I think I almost die on this boss fight, actually. How boss fights are ranked, if I haven't gone over this yet, is if you lose about 10 of your heart points, then that you lose the gold rank, you get a silver rank. But if you go under 50 of your heart points, you lose the silver rank and you get a bronze rank. If you die, well, you have to start the whole boss fight over.
So basically what we're trying to say is Tyler's a noob.
And, yeah. Yes, I actually... I didn't do a practice run before recording this, so I am
run
pretty
of
noobish
Pikmin,
at
and
this.
I did excellent.
But that's because you always play Pikmin.
Well, you said this is like one of your favorite
You
games.
don't need
You
no
played it a lot of
practice.
times.
I did play it a lot of times, but in between that, between the last time I played this game and before that was actually last Halloween with a friend. Because this year I've actually been keeping up with new games and all that. So I've been playing a lot of those. And there's also Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon that I've been playing. Which kind of helped my
that
Luigi
and
high.
Luigi U.
Luigi U, I haven't played much of that. I don't like it as much.
I swear, the year of Luigi was
kinda
just
hard.
like the 6 months of Luigi. Because basically it was only like
More or
March,
less.
June, and August, and that's it.
August.
Cause March for Dark Moon, June for the digital version of Luigi U, and then August for the real version of Luigi U and Dream Team. So that's it. Yeah. So it's
Yeah, and that's basically all they did with it.
6 months. That's 1. 5. Yeah, that's. Oh,
That's
Nintendo.
about 5 months. Bum bum bun 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 bun. I'm probably not on even close range with the sound, so I'm not gonna do that. And now we're going to be heading off to the final area. And as you notice there, my boo counter went up from round 15 all the way up to
So basically, there was
15, no,
35
23 to
15
38.
boos in that whole boss fight. So yeah.
pretty much.
Bye.
I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.